But since we are on this topic, and I was going to say this for later in the podcast, it's the 35th anniversary of De La Soul's 3 Feet High and Rising. What are my thoughts and opinions? Because you've listened to this plenty. Yeah. I listened to this when I was younger.
Yeah.
Didn't like it. I listened to this recently. And De La Soul is a very impactful, very influential group of artists.
Very.
Especially within the rap genre. And I got to say, I did not like this project. I did not like 3 Feet High and Rising. I thought that it was so bad to me. To me. It's not a bad album, but I thought it was so bad to my ears because last year he recommended to me Stakes is High, and I love that album. And I was like, man, this album is just so... I'm like, did I like Stakes is High? Was I just having a good day that day? I had to go back to Stakes is High, and I'm like, no, I like Stakes is High. Let me go back to this album, let me listen to this again. And I'm like, no, I just don't like this album. I think it's mostly because of Prince Paul's production. I looked at the actual lyrics, and I was like, all right, these lyrics themselves are jamming itself, and I'm cool with it. I just don't like the flow. I don't like the beats. I feel like it was too happy. I get it though. I get it for the time. And I get because of everything that was happening back then in terms of like how hip hop sounded. It was definitely different for the time, and it definitely impacted groups like A Tribe Called Quest and I'm trying to think of other groups. The whole Native Tongue Squad, Jungle Brothers and all that.
Yeah.
I get their impact when it comes to that. I get their influence when it comes to that. Never going to take that away. And this was a very influential project.
Very, 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 very.
I do not like the way this sounds.
Oof.
I do not. None of this bumps. None of this jams. This is music that you literally listen to when you're doing something else inside the house.
You don't like I Know?
I like that song. Was that Me, Myself, and I?
No, that's Me, Myself, and I.
Oh, I like that song too.
I Know is I can't even, bro. You got my mind boggling.
I like the what is it? Potholes in my yard, in my lawn, or whatever. I like that too.
Yeah.
But besides that, I couldn't tell the voices apart. The production, awful.
That's I Know, guys. Welcome to my world.
See, to me, all the songs sounded so similar because of the production. It sounded very samey. But like I said, I get it for back then. But for me, listening to music now, it sounded very samey. Stakes is High is definitely my favorite project from them, obviously, because it's out of the 2 projects I listened to from them.
Yeah. You got to do some diving, bro.
I was going to this weekend.
And you got to. I know you're kind of giving it like some leeway, but you got to understand.
No, but I keep saying it's bad for me.
Yeah, I know.
Because to me,
because you're
modern day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because it's '89.
Yeah,
it's a whole different sound from anything from hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
So that's why I say I get the impact and influence.
Yeah.
I don't knock it for that. For me, in terms of listening experience, in terms of like right now listening experience, I do not like it.
And you gotta go deep dive into more Prince Paul too, because you're gonna find appreciation in that boy right there. Prince Paul is that guy, bro. I'm telling you.
I heard he did like their first 3 albums or something like that.
And then
once they got those Stakes is High, get him out of here. And guess what? I like Stakes is High.
Oh my God, this guy right here.
I feel like Stakes is High is like the reason we got a minstrel show, the album.
Nah, the reason we got that is Slum Village, boy.
I feel like Stakes is High kind of.
Because you gotta go to the listening. You gotta listen to the listening. That's all Slum Village, bro. Even Fonte himself said, bro, we played fantastic, bro. We wanted to make this.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like without Stakes is High, something like Minstrel Show wouldn't have been. I don't want to say conceptually created, but it wouldn't be.
Stakes is High is an important album. It's like it's my favorite De La. It's like pretty much everybody's favorite De La.
Is it? Because I was looking online and I was looking at some reviews because I wanted to say, I'm like, okay, I really like this. And maybe a whole bunch of people just don't. I'm like, because I never heard anyone ever talk about this album or mention it. I only heard their first album mentioned or talked about.
That's
because it's De La.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I went to Stakes is High and it was like, oh yeah, people slammed this back then. Because they feel like it was too preachy and it was going against.
Yeah, but I'm talking about now it's like a really.
So it's one of those things that back then it was slammed, but nowadays it's way more appreciated because of what it is.
It's kind of like with Mr. Show. People didn't slam it. It just wasn't like it was got.
It was confusing. But see, that's what I'm saying. It's like Minstrel Show.
Because like think about because like I know what you're saying with that correlation.
Full circling back, De La Soul, very impactful, influential album, 35th anniversary. Mm-hmm. I don't want to make it seem like it's a bad album. I feel like a lot of kids potentially, if you don't get the influence or the impact of what it has from back then, and you don't put yourself in the mindset of back then, it's not going to be good to you. Mm-hmm. Which is understandable because it came out in '89.
Right.
I'm not faulting it for its age. I'm just saying right now, it's not one of those albums to me that hold up.
Right.
Without everything surrounding it and what it has done.
To you.
Yeah, to me.
To him.
Yeah, because I know
it holds up to me. I still like it.
Nah. Stakes is High is that ish.
Yeah, Stakes is High is a superior album.
Yeah, but
and it was better rapping, the production. Come on, bro. 1996.
94. No. Yeah,
96?
yeah, 96. I think 96. Yeah,
You know I'm good with my years.
Yeah. Boy, you just Googled it. I see it on your phone right now.
When I Googled it.
Guys, don't believe him. If
I
you're an
didn't
audio
Google
listener,
it.
you can't even see it. So you just
I
gotta
didn't Google
believe
it, bro. Hold up, I want to show y'all no.
me.